operation a message that you're sending to Mexico, to Claudia Sheinbaum, the president there?
Well, it wasn't meant to be, and we're very friendly with her. She's a good woman, but the cartels are running Mexico. She's not running Mexico. The cartels are running Mexico. And we could be politically correct and be nice and say, oh, yes, she is. No, she's very, she's very frightened of the cartels. They're running Mexico. And I've asked her numerous times, would you like us to take out the cartels? No, Mr. President. No, please. So we have to do something because we lost. The real number is 300,000 people, in my opinion. They like to say 100,000. 100,000 is a lot of people, but the real number is 300,000 people. And we lost it to drugs, and they come in through the southern border, mostly the southern border. Plenty come in through Canada, too, by the way, in case you don't know. Yeah. But they come in through the southern border, and something's going to have to be done with Mexico.
Why did you decide to do this morning?
Are you talking about calling you people or the shot?
No, taking out Maduro.
I'm not sure which is worse, if you want to know the truth. I'm calling you. I haven't spoken to anybody else because Charlie Hurd has been a great friend of mine for a long time. He was with me when it was not fashionable. And those are the people I like. He was with me, Charlie, when it was not at all fashionable. So that's the reason I'm doing this. And your show is great. You're doing a great job. What a good team.
So I'm assuming that, Mrs. Sheinbaum, Mexico's president, better get in line too. Damn now. Yeah, like he's saying that for a reason. He ain't even talking about Venezuela for real. I'm really thinking about those cartel members that you won't let us come over to grab. We might have to force our way in and do it ourselves. I'm telling you, like, what can they do though? That's the problem. This is like, I think, the stiff arm mode, right? This is where people are like, well, we aren't powerful enough to say no or fight these people back from helping us. Just based on the respect they have for us is why they don't come in our country and do things for us or, against us. Like, if he's telling us we can come in there and help the cartel and you're saying no, okay, technically speaking, if he wanted to, you know what I mean? So it's best for those people to, up their army, up their military training, whatever they need to do. Like all that extra money they got, cartel money, or whatever they doing, I know they are, they need to siphon that shit right back into the money. You know what I'm saying? Keep it going.
But why did you make the decision to take out Maduro this morning? And what was Maduro doing when our guys came in on him?
So we were going to do this 4 days ago, but the weather was not perfect. The weather has to be perfect. And we had just the perfect weather. We had, very good. A little bit few more clouds than we thought, but
he said the weather has to be perfect.
We waited 4 days. We were going to do this 4 days ago, 3 days ago, 2 days ago. And then all of a sudden it opened up and we said go. And I'll tell you, it was just amazing. And what was he doing? He was in a very highly guarded, like a fortress, actually. He was in a fortress. That we had nobody killed was amazing. I think we had nobody killed, I have to say, because a couple of guys were hit, but they came back and they're supposed to be in pretty good shape. But that we had nobody killed, that we lost no aircraft. Everything came back. We got it all back. One of them was hit pretty hard, but a helicopter, but we got it back. But it just was the right time to do it. We had to do it because it's a war. We're losing 300,000 people a year. We don't lose that much in a war, okay, if you look. And we had to do it. But he was in a house that was more like a fortress than a house. It had steel doors. It had what they call a safety space where it's, solid steel all around. He didn't get that space closed. He was trying to get into it, but he got bum rushed so fast that he didn't get into that. We were prepared.
It was over for the boy.
Massive blowtorches and everything else that you need to get through that steel, but we didn't need it. He didn't make it to that area of the house.
Mr. President, your war on narco-terrorism from our southern border and beyond clearly will save American lives. Moving forward for Venezuela.
Let's start by saying what he just said, bro. That boy he doing what he's supposed to do. That's all he's saying. He's saying that the boy was heavily guarded, but that was no mission incomplete that the American people couldn't do. You know what I'm saying? That's what I hear. That's what I'm interpreting. He's really saying we those niggas, bro. And he might have been super heavily guarded, but it didn't matter because we them boys, and we could attack at any moment. He basically saying that if the weather was at like 85 degrees, we going through. You know what I'm saying? Weather 85, make sure there was no rain. We gonna go in. They probably send back like, damn it, slight drizzle today. Okay, let's wait for tomorrow. Damn it, it's only 80 degrees. All right, well, we'll just do it the next day. Perfect weather. Send their ass in. Send them in. Send them in. You know what I'm saying? Then they just kidnapped the man. They said, we just going to do our own bounty. They knew they was the only one to do that bounty. They wanted their own people to turn on him and turn him in. That's what he really wanted to, but they loyal. But they knew that bounty, we couldn't get it. We'll definitely take it if we got them spaceship. Like we had in the Army, like say for instance, you Elon Musk, you got your own little missionary. You know what I'm saying? You got your own little arsenal. And you got your crew or whatever you pay for. You can send their ass over there. If it's legal, you be like, hey, do we have permission to go over to Venezuela and take them niggas out? Sure. $15 million, I bet. Send them that way. But, of course, we don't have that type of shit. Another country would have to probably do it, or the people within the country itself would have to do that. You know what I mean?
What do you think is next for the Venezuelan people now that you have removed Maduro so that he can face American justice?
Well, we're making that decision now. We can't take a chance on letting somebody else run and just take over where he left off. So we're making that decision now. We'll be involved in it very much. And we want to do liberty for the people. We want to, have a great relationship. I think the people of Venezuela are very, very happy because they love the United States.
Yes,
They
that's
were
so
run by
weird.
essentially a dictatorship or worse.
Now, he's telling the truth. I just seen a video of a bunch of Venezuelans, like, dancing and shit in the crowd. It was a big crowd, everybody dancing. I'm like, they just took your president, G. Like, what's going on? Ain't y'all sad? I don't know, man. I think they want to be free. Like he said, it might be a for real dictatorship. So, in actuality, it's really, like, good for the people of Venezuela, in a way. But they, of course, if they were smart, they had other people in order ready to take his spot.
Of course, it was a terrible thing that was taking place in Venezuela. But look, tremendous numbers of people were being killed through drugs, and what they did to our country in sending prisoners and people from mental institutions and drug lords and everything. They sent them by the hundreds of thousands of people into our country. And that is just unforgivable. That's why, he wanted to negotiate at the end, and I didn't want to negotiate. I said, nope, we got to do it. He was trying to negotiate at the end. You probably saw that. And trying hard to make a deal. And I said, this could have been a very foolish thing if it didn't work out. But I said, nope, we can't do it. What he did with drugs is bad. What he did with a lot of other things is bad. But what he did was sending hundreds of thousands of Tren de Aragua and drug dealers. And they emptied out their jails into our country. They emptied out, if you think about it, they emptied out all of their mental institutions into our country. What he did there, and every other thing, is unforgivable.
Hey, everyone. I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me.
Hey, I wonder what's going to happen now. Like, shit getting juicy, big dog. I'm trying to interpret it the right way. It's getting juicy out here. So we going over there taking shit like we supposed to, right? And now let's see if we can help people. Maybe if there's a better leadership, maybe we got something better for their country. Maybe we take it over. Fuck it. Everybody becomes Americans. Like Puerto Rico, we take it over as a territory because that'd be crazy. I don't even want to. Like, that'd be nuts. Trying to take over Venezuela as a U.S. territory. That'd be crazy, bro. Like, we'll be like them niggas, bro. It's like, yeah, we got a spot right in the South of America, boy. And we're just loaded with arms. As soon as we own that shit, we're going to have to own a port of entry to get other parts. Because really it's about the land. Like, certain seas we can't go through. You know what I'm saying? Because it's owned by certain people. If you take over land that has certain sections of seas, you can patrol them seas. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It gets deep. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Make sure you subscribe. Peace.